We're back, baby. The Bundesliga is back. Well, almost. Anyway, this is a preview for the German Super Cup. Das Super Cup, taking place on the weekend on Saturday, Samstag, August 16th, between the DFB Pokal winners, VfB Stuttgart. That's right, the DFB Pokal winners, Stuttgart. Nick Woltemade plays there, didn't he? But for how much longer? And they're playing last year's meisterschale lifters, the rekordmeister. It's Vincent Kompany's FC Bayern Munich, a sort of new look FC Bayern Munich. Well, they're minus a few stars and they brought in, well, a star at time of recording. Anyway, without further ado, let's get in to a preview of Das Super Cup final. There's a quick bit of mansplaining for you. Well, a précis towards what we're talking about in this video. The German Super Cup is effectively, it's the winners of last year's championship. Yeah, the Bundesliga championship. The Bundesliga winners, they play the DFB Pokal winners. So that's the German championship. Well, the Bundesliga winners take on the cup winners. I guess the equivalent in England would be the Community Shield, which took place last weekend. That was between Liverpool FC and Crystal Palace. Shock result, really. Yeah, went all the way to penalties, didn't it? It was 2-2 to irregular time. A debut goal for Hugo Ekitike, the gangly striker that came in from Eintracht Frankfurt. He scored after 4 minutes. Crystal Palace came back. Then it was a bit of ping-pong in terms of the scoreline. Anyway, 2-2, went to penalties. Ekitike was substituted for McAllister, one of the three famous Irish, Argentinian, don't get many of them for a Euro. He missed his penalty, several other penalties missed. Anyway, Crystal Palace won. So that would be the equivalent in England. I know it happens in other places in Europe as well, but this is a German football spotlight. This is a spotlight. I always forget that. I do forget that sometimes, Gonzo. Yeah, gives a claw. So, by virtue of winning the DFB Pokal, the German Cup last year, VfB Stuttgart, they get to host this final. And we went there. I'll just sling a few photos up because, yeah, we're addicted to taking photos. The most outstanding memory of that ground hopping trip earlier in the summer was that guy with that fucking VfB tattoo on his chest. And we do hope to catch up with him, along with Magic Marvin and Sasha, the two guys that like to day drink. Yeah, hopefully we're going to go back to Stuttgart when the season sort of gets into its groove. Anyway, let's have a look at Stuttgart in terms of the transfers. We are going to do a separate video where we preview the entire Bundesliga season. I know channels like the Gegenpressing Pod, feel free to go and check out. Manu and Stefan. Stefan, the Scottish Pole. Again, don't get many of them for a Euro. Anyway, so we're going to do a proper preview, but just for the basis of today, Stuttgart's, and there'll be a graphic on the screen about there. No, there. Where's it going? There. There. So you can see what I'm talking about. Anyway, transfers that have come in for VfB Stuttgart are... Oh, fucking hell, we're terrible, aren't we, Gonzo? Sorry, I'm terrible at pronouncing names. Kima Andras. He's come in from Real Madrid. He did go to the FIFA Club World Cup in Jamaica. He was part of the Real Madrid squad. As far as I can recall, off the top of my dome, he didn't get any game time. He is a midfielder. Where's it gone? Actually, we're going to call him out as a one to watch, so actually I'll put more of that on the screen. They also brought in Lorenz Assignon from Rennes, the Rats of Rennes. That's a shout out for Omega Luke and his Dan. Lorenz Assignon is a right back, which is interesting because Stuttgart is pretty stacked in the defensive quarters, and it is an amazing profile. Feel free to go and check it out yourself on thebundesliga.com. Have a look on Transfer Market, have a look on who scored, have a look on Ask Jeeves, go and find it yourself. Anyway, born in Gassé. I don't know if we're pronouncing this right or wrong. You know what you can do though, can't you? You can insert into the comment section down below phonetic spelling, or just call out a fact about him, or just say hi. Again, there's no pressure. Born in Gassé, a glamorous town on the Côte d'Azur that sells itself as the world's capital of perfume. How's that? But not content with smelling nice. He moved all the way to France to the Rats of Rennes. That's in Brittany, so the lifestyle was probably good. Anyway, he's a right back. He's 24 years of age. He did play in the Premier League at one point last season for Sheffield United, and funny enough, he scored and assisted on his debut back in April 2024. Who else have they brought in? Noah Darvic. Again, there are some savvy viewers out there. I mean, you're all fucking savvy to me, especially compared to me. I know people like Games Messiah, aka Put on the Shades. He's been a bit quiet in the Taftman 10 community of late. Anyway, I hope you're well, buddy. Give us a shout out. Put a comment down below to let us know you're okay. Or just do it in one of the several Discords that we're part of. Anyway, Noah Darvic, he's a hot prospect. He's come in from Barcelona. Yeah, he's definitely one to watch this season, along with Noah Darvic is a central midfielder, along with Lazar Jovanovic. Fucking check his Buffon out as well. There's a lot of threads and curls going on there. He is a 18-year-old Serbian. He's played for his country at under 21s level. He's gone all the way through. Yeah, he's worth looking out for. Born in Novi Sad. There you go. 18-year-old right winger. That's the key bit of information you wanted to hear there. And it feels like, that's me trying to sing along to The View, little Scottish band. Yeah, sadly, when we had tickets for him last year, in fact, twice now, the gigs have been cancelled because the brothers have had a bit of a bust out. Go and check that one out on Ask Jeeves, by the way. Yeah, bust out live on stage. Anyway, yeah, it feels like Lazar Jovanovic has come in from Red Star Belgrade to replace the Frenchman Enzo Milo, because of course when the Saudis came calling, didn't they, with that truckload of money delivered from Neom City, he went, didn't he? So yeah, outgoing was Enzo Milo to Al Ahly SFC. Yeah, he's got his payday, which is a shame because we really liked him actually, the Frenchman. Tim Collett is coming from it's coming as a centre back from RB Leipzig. He's only 20 years of age. He's not played for the first team yet, so this is either like Legendino scouting on behalf of Sebastian Hoeneß, who I've found out, by the way, this is an interesting stat, he's the nephew of Ule Hoeneß, who of course is, well, he's still alive, and we'll celebrate that. Because he was in hospital recently, wasn't he? He had a burst blood vessel and he was very poorly, bless him. What is he, 74, 75? Anyway, legend Dino himself, Uli Hoeneß for Bayern Munich, fucking savvy businessman as well. You should watch that documentary about, well, he's in every single documentary, right? Because again, he's a legend Dino. Anyway, he's a savvy businessman, very savvy. In fact, he did sell, let me just get this one right. He sold Karl-Heinz Rummenigge to Inter as player manager, because at one point, and again, all you FC Bayern fans, Dishy, Danny have always Bayern Chelsea, Liam from the Bayern View, and countless others out there that are diehard FC Bayern Munich fans will know that it wasn't always title after title after title, was it? The sort of late 70s, 80s, there was a very barren spell. The club was in a very different position. Of course, it used to play at the Olympic Stadion. We went there in Munich. We did that walk around. It cost €3, by the way. €3, and we spent hours just literally walking around, taking photos, looking at the different seats, getting different perspective. Of course, that's the National Stadium, as was used for built for the 1974 World Cup and the athletics that took part in Munich. And of course, it was the host venue for that triumphant West Germany win against the Dutch, the arch rivals, right? Even though Johan Cruyff scores a penalty after, 120 seconds? They come back through Gerd Muller, that's Bomber, and they win the game 2-1. Franz Beckenbauer lifts the trophy, and of course, just as another aside, because I reckon we were a rabbit in a previous life. We go down that many fucking holes. This Das German Super Cup, by the way, is sort of being held, was being rebranded in honour of Franz Beckenbauer, because of course he passed away, was it February last year, 2024? Anyway, he did lift that World Cup in that stadium where fucking Bayern Munich no longer play. Anyway, what am I trying to say? Yeah. Uli Hoeneß, get well soon in your recovery. Check out that documentary. It's on Amazon. It's the one about the 20/21 season. And there's all sorts of documentaries about Bayern Munich anyway, but yeah. Tim Kohler has come in from Leipzig. He's only played 45 games at under 19 level, but for a centre-back, he's quite tall, 1.91 m. That's probably, 6'1", 6'2". He has scored 3 times and has come up with 1 assist. Also come in is Juan Jose Pereira. We don't know much about him, but it sounds like he's the defender. And who else has come in? Silas. He's come back from his loan. So weirdly, Lazar Jovanovic must have told the scouts, hey, go and get my mate, he's pretty good. Right, so that's the ins. And the significant outs, I suppose, is Jakob Brun Larsen, the midfielder. He's gone to the Premier League. He's gone to join with Burnley. Feels like he's the guy... Let's use a bit of football manager parlance. If you're doing a Moneyball approach to the game, or fuck it, if you just search for talent under certain variables, I'm sure he's a guy that would come up. He's the sort of guy that would fill out your squad. Omega Dad would probably like him because he just, well, I can't get that phrase, but just give me a bit, just gives me a bit of depth in the midfield. You know, get that spine of the team.
What a squad player this guy is, isn't he? Eh?
Son Omega Luke could go, he's fucking shit. Anyway, Jakob Brun Larsen's gone to Burnley because I'm sure there's more money in the Premier League, isn't there? And he's going to get some game time. I can see Burnley going straight down. Anyway, let's not get into those sort of predictions today. Arnie Chase, what a great name. No, Henry. I mean, Henry's even better, I suppose. He's gone to Salzburg, FC or RB. You pick your poison. And Wu Yong, he's gone to Union Berlin. Of course, he was there last season on loan. He's gone out permanently. Luca Pfeiffer. Classic German name. He's probably Austrian after all this, right? He's gone to Elversberg. Of course, they were so close, weren't they? They were a gnat's chuff away from being promoted. Well, at least taking that. They were in the playoff game, right? Because, of course, by virtue of finishing third in the Zweite Bundesliga, in the Bundesliga 2, they have a playoff relegation system, as they do in Scotland, in France, in Belgium, and the Netherlands. Correct me if I'm wrong, or feel free to add some more to it in that comment section. Anyway, Elversberg, at the time managed by Stefan Horse. I'll put that beaver gif on the screen. Thanks to the shout out there to Werder Mike. Oh, fucking sorry, Werder Brian. Because he sent me that one. That was brilliant. Yeah, Elversberg were playing Frank Smith's Heidenheim, and they were so fucking close, weren't they? Anyway, yeah, they didn't win, and they're stuck down in Zweite Bundesliga. And Dennis Simon, wow, again, football manager players out there. You'll be excited because Football Manager 26 has just been announced. We've got a preview video. Well, we've got a first reaction to it. It's quite a big reaction. Goes on for about fucking half an hour. But anyway, go and check that one out on our YouTube channel. Yeah, Dennis Seaman. I always think, why has nobody signed him up? Anyway, he's gone out on loan to Paderborn. Slight spoiler, we think Paderborn are going to go up next season to the Bundesliga. But anyway, there's a different video for that. You can check that one out. That'll do on Stuttgart, because this video's in danger of becoming long by Munich. So we already knew about Tom Bischoff coming in, because he did play a few times at the Club World Cup, FIFA Club World Cup. We did see one of those appearances when we were in Charlotte, fucking melting at the top of the bowl at the Bank of America Stadium. Luis Diaz has come in, the Colombian winger, is coming from Liverpool. We did a video on that. Jonathan Tah, well, actually just on Luis Diaz, he's come in for what, let's call it 75 million euro. There'll be a lot of add-ons, so it could be 85 million euro all told as the season progresses. He did play 45 minutes recently in a friendly against Grasshopper Zurich of Switzerland. No, was that one? They played a friendly recently and he did play. No, he didn't play against Grasshopper. What was that game then? Oh, come on, Craig. You can do Olympic Mayonnaise. That's right. He played 45 minutes. He had 3 shots on goal. He was brought down for the penalty, which Michael Elise converted. So we have seen him. Dishy Daddy gave him... What did he rate him as? He rated him as a C Diaz, when he did all these like transfer speculation or visions of people that he wanted to see come into Bayern Munich. He gave him a C. Come on, Danny, you could do better than that. Jonathan Tah came in again, and we saw him at the FIFA Club World Cup. He came in from Bayer Leverkusen on a free transfer. And Paul Wanner's come back, hasn't he? Paul Wanner's come back from Heidenheim. That's exciting. Who's gone out then? And of course, Thomas Muller's. Yeah, who's gone out? Thomas Muller's gone out. The legend, Dino, that is Thomas Muller. He's gone to Vancouver to play for the Vancouver Whitecaps. There's some great social media footage of him already. If you go and check it out on YouTube, Instagram, Ask Jeeves. Yeah, go and look at that. he's settled in nicely. Adam has now. He's gone out to Everton on a permanent basis. That's good because that means that he's going to get some game time. Tarek Buchman, hopefully he can keep fit, man, because for the last 3 years he's hardly played any minutes, has he, bless him. He's gone out on loan to FC Nuremberg. Eric Dyer went to AS Monaco. Franz Kratzig went to RB Salzburg. We did see him, actually, when we were up in the top of the Eagle's nest at Philadelphia's NFL stadium, the Abraham Lincoln Financial Field, where we got fucking piss wet through. João Paulinho is going out to Tottenham, and you know me. He's gone out to Jack's Tottenham on loan. Daniel Peretz, bless him, he's gone through some suffering, hasn't he, with one of his children, bless him. Our thoughts and prayers with his family. Daniel Peretz has gone out on loan to Hamburger Sportsverein, HSV. Leroy Sané, that's a big one, isn't it, as well? Fucking hell, this list just gets bigger and bigger. Leroy Sané's gone to Galatasaray in Turkey Super, I don't know what that voice was, in the Superliga, but by all accounts, he's not had the best start to his time out there. Yeah, there's some exciting footage. I say exciting. He keeps tripping over the ball, doesn't he? Bless him. Leroy Sané, Galatasaray in the Superliga. Matthias Tell, another one for Jack. You know me. Another one gone to Spurs on a permanent basis. They did choke the other night, didn't they? And again, I wasn't going to call it out because, all you people, the great unwashed of the internet, will pile on this video. Hopefully you do, because that'll be good for the algorithm. But anyway, yeah, you're going to pile on closet Arsenal fan, or you're going to pile on Gonzo, aren't you, and say, Leeds, we've won a European Cup. And as I fucking keep calling out to people, Arsenal have a European Cup in the trophy cabinet. 1994, they won the European Cup Winners' Cup, as was, beating Parma 1-0. 1-0. Alan Smith, the OG Alan Smith, the pull me. That's not bad, Gonzo, Yeah, I should clip that because that's the best I'm ever going to do. We should probably drink some more of this Kong before we do more videos. Alan Smith, old smudger, he got the goal in, 19th or 20th minute? Anyway, they held on and won 1-0. The year after, that's the one you can pile in on, where Naeem beats Seaman from the halfway line in the last minute of the game, last kick of the game. Naeem scores, doesn't he, with that long-range kick, and Arsenal get beat. Who was he playing for? Oh, I blanked it out anyway, because how old would I have been at the time? I'd have been about 13 and a half. Half final? Yeah, anyway, yeah. So, yeah, just a small correction there. Arsenal have a European Cup. Not a European Cup, not a Champions League, not the big one. Fucking hell, you've only won the Europa Cup, Spurs fans. Settle down. And fucking Chelsea fans. I saw Big Jim shitting on Arsenal on his predictions for next season. Up the Chelsea, by the way. Funny, you didn't have them winning the title, though, did you? You put Liverpool at the top. Was it Manchester City second, Chelsea third, Arsenal fourth? Fucking hell, come on, Big Jim. That's shitting on us. Yeah, you won the... Yeah, you did win the FIFA Club World Cup. And the Europa Conference League. Well done. Anyway, yeah, just a correction here. Arsenal do have a European Cup. The European Cup Winners' Cup, as it was. Yeah. And actually, there's a guy that we've started making friends with on X recently who did back me up as well. What was his name? Mr. Febtastic, who is an American Chelsea fan. They are Jim, Big Jim. There's two of you, at least, out there. He backed me up to the fact that, yes, Arsenal had won that title, that cup, so the European Cup. Then he he did point out then, gaslit me by going, yeah, Chelsea's got two of them. Yes, well done, sunshine. Anyway, is that all? Oh, Zrovranek, he played in a pre-season friendly for Grasshopper Zurich, because that's where he's gone out on a season-long loan from FC Bayern. He played about an hour against FC Bayern on Tuesday, earlier this week. Pre-season friendly, FC Bayern won that 2-1. We saw more of Luis Diaz. He did that amazing burst, didn't he, where he picked up the ball inside his own penalty box and then ran. But just it felt like he ran out of steam and his shot went straight down the keeper's throat. And again, the great unwashed piled in on X, going, oh, it's fucking not as fast as he used to be. Pre-season, man. Give the guy a chance, eh? Give the guy a chance to settle in and acclimatise. I tell you who did play well in that game, by the way, Harry Kane. He's tracking back. Yes, yeah, he's the complete striker and he's a complete forward. There's another piece of football manager parlance. I think that wraps up everyone that's in and out of Bayern Munich. Are we going to add Nick Woltemade? We've got a video coming out on that where we explore that. Nick Woltemade to FC Bayern Munich ? It just feels like it's written in the stars, doesn't it? It does feel like it is. Shall we have a look at some of the key players? Let's have a look at Nick Woltemade. It's very much in demand, right? He wants to go to FC Bayern Munich. His fucking agent obviously wants him to go. I think the club want him. It's just, yeah, it's one of those, well, it's classic, innit? Classic FC Hollywood transfer saga that's been fucking hung, drawn and quartered all pre-season. Anyway, he is 23 years of age. He was born in 2002. What were you doing in 2002? Again, as ever, you can let us know in the comments section down below, or just keep Sturm Graz. It's totally up to you. I was at university in 2002. Yeah, hence I am fucking grey, but all that wisdom, eh? Anyway, he's 23 years of age. He's Nick Woltemade. He's 1m98, so that's what's that? 6'3", 6'4", so he's taller than Hugo Ekitike, similar height to Benjamin Sesko, but no one can beat Peter Crouch, can they? Peter Crouch is 6'6". Anyway, he's German. He has played a number of games for Deutschland, for Die Mannschaft. Yeah, look at this. Under 21s, though. 18 games he's played. He scored 13 times, including a hat-trick against Spain. I believe that was in a Euros qualifier tail end of last season. He did come on as a substitute. We did see him in the UEFA Nations League final when we were ground hopping. That was at the Allianz. That was at FC Bayern Munich's ground. And that's where we met Matthias, old Mr. Mappen himself, also a Hamburger Sports Fine fan. Yeah, fucking he was, yeah. Shout out to Mr. Matthias for looking after me on that occasion. We're hopefully going to be going to watch a Meppen game this season. Anyway, yeah, Woltemade, prolific for the under-21s. He's come on twice, like I say, a few cameos under Julian Nagelsmann's Deutschland team. He predominantly plays as a striker, can play as a second striker, a few games in attacking midfield. It's that second striker option which is appealing. I mean, I'm putting myself into Vincent Kompany's head, but I'm sure that him, Max Eberl, Christoph Freund all look at him and think, yeah, do you know what? As a backup striker to Harry Kane, or even as an attacking mid option, you know, and bunging Jamal Musiala when he recovers from his injury out left, or maybe rotating him with Luis Diaz. Anyway, I think it's written in the stars that Nick Woltemade is coming in, and we've been saying this for a long time on this video. Of course, he was born in Bremen. That came up, didn't it, with Werder Mike? Oh, fucking hell. With Werder Brian, that came up, didn't it, as a theme when we did that interview in the heart of New York City in Herald Square. Yeah, just with the Macy's as a backdrop. Anyway, yeah, Woltemade, 69 games. 69! It's the magic number, isn't it? 69 games in the Bundesliga, 14 goals, 3 assists. He's also played, obviously, in the DFB Pokal. Last year he scored, didn't he? Those 9 games are not all last season. He did score a lot last year. He got a brace, I recall, in the final. Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? Again, we've got a video on that. Feel free to check it out in the back catalogue. We were doing Jägermeister shots every time a goal went in, and that final finished 4-2. Yeah, in fact, we ran out of Jägermeister. We had to go to Amarula, which is the cream of Ethiopia. It's like Bailey's. Yeah, it's a creamy drink. Yeah, maybe I should have been spraying myself in some of Assignon's perfume. Côte d'Azur, Ivory Coast. Anyway, there's Nick Woltemade. Last season, look, in the Bundesliga, 28 games, 17 starts, 11 sub appearances, 12 goals, 2 assists. He did get a red card, didn't he? And who was that against? Fittingly, I just fucking realised that was against Werder Bremen. There you go. He was letting the fans know where his passions lie. He's not going back to Werder Bremen, is he? No. And I don't think there's any chance that Julian Brandt's coming in either, to be honest. So yeah, 28 games last season, 12 goals, 2 assists, and a red card, a partridge in a pear tree. Aha! Yeah, that was last season. Where did those goals come from, by the way? 3 of them in the 6-yard box, 9 in the penalty area, and an overall rating last year of 6.84. Yeah, it's below the sort of 7, isn't it, as a benchmark on Football Manager. Yep, that's Nick Woltemade for you. Now, if we have a look at FC Bayern Munich's one to watch, it's got to be Luis Diaz, right? And again, we've covered a lot of this in the video, so for those that are I hate to say uninitiated, because that sounds heavily patronising. Anyway, we have done a complete video on Luis Diaz, so go and feel free to check that out. We covered that transfer. We covered a lot of this data. He's 28. He's 1m80. He is Colombian. He's played for the national team, 64 times, scored 19 goals. He came in from Liverpool, 75 million euro transfer. We have a look. There's his transfer history. Look, he started off at Barranquilla. Beautiful name, that. Played for Junior FC. He's got a brother, by the way, Jesus. He still plays in his native Colombia. Of course, then Diaz went to Porto. Got that transfer to Liverpool, didn't he, for 49 million euro. And then, of course, he's been signed. I know it's listed as 70 there. Manu and Stefan have gone for that number. I'm sure it's going to grow to 75, even 80 million with add-ons. Luis Diaz then, his Premier League record, 103 games for Liverpool, 29 goals, 18 assists, predominantly in his career, by the way, as a left winger. Certainly at Liverpool, left winger. Taffman, 10, Smokey, or is it Jason Respawns? Yeah, shout out to you, lads. They're playing tonight at Liverpool when the Premier League season starts. This evening, Liverpool are playing Bournemouth. I'm sure the Taffman 10's doing a watch-along with his mate Smokey, Jason Respawns, Symbol, whatever he's fucking going to be called today. Go and check him out. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I'm gonna know. For 24 years, I've been living next door to Smokey. Ah, bless. Also, quick shout out for Stuttgart for Kemi Andras, yeah. He's come in from Real Madrid, central midfielder, 20 years of age, 1m90, playing currently his football in terms of España for Spain, under 20s, look at that. It's under 18s for Spain. He's played 4 times. Under 19 level, 7 games, 1 goal. He was born in Valencia. We loved it though, actually. Bit of a frosty atmosphere in Valencia. Good food. What time of the year did we go to that? Was it January, February time? It was a couple of years ago. Did get to walk around the Mestalla. Actually, funnily enough, Gattuso. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. He'd just been fired, by the way. So, yeah, there's a fierce press cordon of vultures outside were trying to catch him, just trying to get a club statement. Yeah, that was freaky that we were in Valencia walking around the Mestalla pretty much in the same hour. That sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. And he's now managing Italy, isn't he? Fucking hell, what do you make of that? Stefano and the Professor. Paul, what do you make of that one? He has played games, for the B team. Where's that gone? Here it is. Look, 35 times, no goals but 3 assists. Again, he's a central midfielder. And he's gone to Stuttgart for 3 million euros. Good on him, because that'll give him a chance to develop. That was an honorary shout out. And to walk us out of this video, well, to wrap it up, stick a bow on it, let's give you a prediction then, shall we? So again, Saturday, Samstag, it's the DAS Super Cup final. There's our prediction on the screen. There you go. We predict that FC Bayern Munich will win this game by virtue of 3-2. Yes, a nice little graphic with a rosette, giving it a bit of sparkle. Yeah, that's our prediction for DAS Super Cup final. VfB Stuttgart 2, FC Bayern Munich 3. Prognose, by the way, is German for prediction. I'm just trying to become more culturally relevant before we get cancelled. Anyway, what do you think, people? What do you think about everything we've talked about in this video? I guess you can focus on the players, on the transfers that their respective sides have made. Nick Woltemade, is he coming into FC Bayern? What do you reckon, all you VfB Stuttgart fans, about this Kema Andres? What do you think about his future and the scoreline? Do you agree or do you disagree? What score do you think we're going to end up with in Das Super Cup between VfB Stuttgart and FC Bayern Munich? As ever, comment section down below has got your name all of it. And if you got this far in the video, fucking hell, well done. Thank you so much Thank you from Gonzo and myself. Yeah, we are full-time. We are committed. We're trying to crank out the content in the build-up to the Bundesliga season proper, which starts next weekend. Classic, there'll be a game on a Friday, a bunch of games on Saturday, including a Topsfield game, and then a bunch of games, probably 3 or 4 games on the Sunday, unless I've got that completely wrong on all the games on the Saturday, in which case, ignore me. But don't completely ignore me, please, because we do need your support. And on that, how about have a think about, fuck it, don't do it, don't think about it. No, please do it. Yes, please do it. You know the script. All we ask, help us to help you. With the algorithm. 2 fingers, double pivot, Julian Nagelsmann, Vincent Kompany, or Jurgen Klopp, if you're a Taft man, or Smokey, if you're a Liverpool FC fan. 2 fingers, 1 smash the like, 2nd with a subscribe, and 3rdly, just spread the word, please. Spread the word. Tell your college mates, your classmates, your workmates, wherever you work. Thanks for supporting the backbone of this country and your own country. Thank you for the hard work, and thank you for your time today. Yeah, please, while you're out and about and in with a shout, tell people, bring them on in. We are, at time of recording, on 141 subscribers. We would love to hit 150 by the time a Derbystar ball is kicked in the Bundesliga proper next weekend. If you could help us to do that, it'd be brilliant. If not, don't worry about it. But yeah, your support, as ever, means the world to us. Enjoy the Premier League this evening, because this video has been recorded on a Friday. Enjoy the Premier League. Liverpool FC, Liverpool playing Bournemouth. Fucking hell, have they got anybody left either? Have they got anyone left? Fucking hell, Liverpool again. You're taking Kirkheads. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. There you go. Anyway, yeah, enjoy that game, and then enjoy Das Supercup final. Yeah, enjoy VfB Stuttgart versus FC Bayern Munich. We certainly will be. We might be doing a watch along. TBD, we'll let you know. Anyway, thanks as ever. We're going now. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao, ciao.